I'd like to welcome everybody here to our 2025 annual Electors meeting. I would like everybody to make note that we are taking an audio recording to comply with our regulatory requirements. And I would like to welcome our sole member of the public to be our Mr. Franklin. So you have here, welcome. Does anybody have any apologies? Legal absence? Confirming it. Kathy, have the attendance?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll go on to 3.0, information on previous minutes. They are in your attachments. Thank you. I assume that you've read them and we are happy that they are fully reporting received. Thank you, Councillor Claude. Councillor second. Councillor Harvey, all those in favour. That is carried. Thank you. We move on to 4.0, business arising from the previous minutes. Does anybody have anything they would like to raise from the minutes? There's a few, I think we should take this opportunity to just have a quick look at the general business section of the minutes. There's quite a few issues in there that I think we do need to follow up and seek a little bit of clarity on. So if you go into your attachments and go to general business 7.0. Most of this stuff is for the benefit of the public. I think we need to cover up, which this is only my member, but it's still okay. We should still go through them because they obviously were raised by the public. First of all, the main issue we covered was the Harris Smith Road. Becky, let's give an update that's where that situation has got.
So, through the chair, I'll pass it on to Ben and Ken to provide an update. And then Ben can provide an update with the financial side of things, and then Ken can provide an update with the
Thank you, Ben.
So through the chair, total we predict to have just shy of 2.3 million received from Ramilius for their vehicle haulage, including the negotiated just shy of $800,000 specifically from our Aerosmith, which we secured earlier in the year. So that would mean about 1.5 of that is just from their regular haulage, cost about 42K to the shop. So that's an estimate because we don't know what that haulage is going to be for the next 2 months until they're done. But yeah, just based off historical figures, about 2.3.
Which includes the money set aside for Aerosmith.
Correct. So that includes that 780, just shy of 800 grand. Yep.
And just on that, when we set to pay that when we spend, so I think that was the.
Yes, they have been invoiced. The agreement was that they would pay that once they're done hauling. So we haven't been sending the statements for the 600 or whatever that they owe. But I believe they're due to be finished at the end of this month. So that will be soon.
And going forward,
the section of silver, Mount Aerosmith, the funds that when we went to the Ramilius, we were putting that up as a whole, the whole works that we scoped out through this financial year coming. We can split it and we can council this to do all the repairs. All your culverts in that were required. We can leave the seal for as long as you want. Fix all the defects. So we've got another look at them. Usual. Just depends how the budget sits in regards to the workload will be. Yeah.
So through the chair, we can forward and Boards Committee to discuss. Where we fit that in the body program.
All right. The other issue was the power outage at the beginning of last year. And lots of communications, emergency situations. So update on the generators used in the lockdown.
So, post the event, a communication and power outage response plan was adopted was presented to AMAT for comment, and the recommendation was to present it to council for adoption, which was done late last year. The plan actually does include a comprehensive preparedness action list, which management will work through with leading to action. In terms of critical infrastructure, council has included in the budget to install a generator at the rec centre that is now installed and functioning. And we applied for funding for a generator at the CRC precinct as well as administration. That grant was unsuccessful. And it was brought back to council for a discussion. It was decided to proceed with the generator for the administration centre. We have completed the procurement process and installation is pending. And it was agreed that we will look at the CRC generator in the 26 budget.
Right. I believe that's, is it that zoning? That zoning, upcoming zoning, that Boyd Brown
Boyd Brown.
is speaking, the presentation.
Yes.
Do I assume that that is to tell us about setting up mobile towers with plug-in genset capability?
That's my understanding. So Boyd Brown is from Telstra and he'll be providing the zoning with an update at the meeting scheduled for Thursday.
Yeah. So that was probably the only thing that we got out of that meeting that we went to Councillor Curry at the end of the conference was basically get them set up capable of just plugging genset from anybody, farmer, local council, anybody who's got a generator. And then the only other thing they were sort of becoming reliant on was the low water satellite, or the only other possible solution to mobile coverage. So who knows how far down the track that is.
Through the chair, would anything come up about, would Telstra address the changeover from 3G to 4G? And it has caused lots of problems, but then Telstra's saying they're addressed it, all that, so it's still a bit of flux about it, but some farmers especially haven't got the coverage they used to have.
That is correct, and I think that's on his run sheet that is included in the all performance since the changeover. So, but don't hold your breath because with all due respect to the wood ground, we just kind of pop out another till the enormous fault notice. And Joe Cusack inquired as to shoppers on roads, so I guess this will be aimed at you, Ken, and also school bus, school bus routes.
Yes, school bus routes are, as far as priority one, for all the levels of our roads. So after that, let's go in the different levels of road. Wherever there's a school bus, that they're still blocked priority one. That's like an access road with a school bus.
Yep.
Today, after the reform. Shoulders, again, this will be part of the maintenance schedule that we together once we go forward as to the regularity of shoulder maintenance, which I think will be every 2 years or so, or when needed. It's actually scheduled for the most. get about 4 from last year, actually. To it. Sections of the Mount Walk Road, soldiers and as well. We're moving forward as part of the road strategy and will be actually on schedule.
Well, thank you. Has anyone else got any that's made up? General business. See Barry. Thank you. We'll move to 5.0, citizen report. So 5.1 is the annual report for the year in June. Our author is, of course, Ben. Would you like to make any comments, Ben?
Sure. So, unlike previous years, we're adopted by council, the annual report was adopted by council by the required 31st of December. Good. Water findings were minimal. A couple of new things to do with moving the bar, which is what it is. But otherwise, compliance is tightening up. Really just getting down to the point of human error, which is going to happen in a couple thousand transactions each year. Yeah. Otherwise, financial reports were pretty good. This is the financial position.
Obviously, the offer recommendations to receive the 2024 annual report. Is there any other questions on that? Put that to the meeting. In that case, would someone like to move the officer recommendation? Councillor Cusack, thank you. Seconder, Councillor Curry. All those in favour? Thank you. That is carried. And I know I've said it several times before, but once again, thank you to the admin staff for working on that. All right, 6.0, we move to general business. General business, and of course, we've got to open up to the public.
I've got a couple of things I'd like to bring up. I don't want to be too critical of it because I know what the hard work on the roads, but I'm pretty concerned with the addition of the Narrabeen South Road from the airfield through to Hedges East Road. I really honestly believe before long there will be a major accident on that road. It is a 3.56 metre seal, as most of you know. Arthur did do a bit of work on the shoulders a couple of years ago, but they're gravel, they're not gravel, they're clay, so when you get a rain, you can slide off the side. But trust me too, with particularly Shillings now, we're going with sea trains along there, somebody will get killed before long if something is not done with that road. Now, I appreciate I've had my section done above it to the South Cumberland East Road, to the Narrabeen East Road, and there's a 9 metre section there, but I tell you what, if something is not done with that road, even if we just gravel the shoulders and make them wider, I don't know, but trust me, something's got to happen.
5 metre,
Hey?
5 kilometre section.
About 5 Ks.
Is that the one we're most concerned about?
It is, yeah. I think one of your councillors seen it pretty often, but
Yeah, no, I've already brought it up.
So it is in our plans moving forward, I'll throw to yeah.
It's currently, we're moving forward into our 5-year plan for regional road route. It's a regional road road. I did a submission for the coming 25-26 for the first, it's not quite half, fraction under, which is the worst of that section road. Know that. So that's in the mix for funding next year. And then the following year, we do the second half, last year, up to the road of Jordan Street. South. Sorry, it is initial feedback that it should get funded as long as nothing else happens.
In the meantime, actually gravel on the shoulders.
pretty big job, that's the problem.
Yeah. stuffing's dropped off on there, it's all, it's gracious, much like a drop off, so I think maybe we'll get to do the work. Just working on that for the first one, so.
Yeah, I'm pleased to see that, not because I live on the road, but, yeah, something will happen before long if it's not done.
I think all of our 3.6 metre seals will, in the coming years, come under some focus to be aggressive. I think we realise that single lane seal is painless.
Yeah. And the other one I had was, I'm just wondering when something's ever going to be done with that little garden in front of where the clock tower is. Because the rest of it looks pretty good in town, but believe me, coming into town and seeing that, I put it work quite mildly, it's a disgrace. And it's been like that for 4 years now, and nobody ever seems to want to do anything or look at it, but it should be a centrepiece of our town as we drive in. It's the front of the main street.
That's it. Through this chair, we have got a design for that area, and we have now got 2 quotes. Both are slightly over the budget, so we're just waiting for that to go through the budget review process, and hopefully the works will be done by the end of May.
That's all I got. Yeah. I could say a few things.
Thank you.
Anyone else got any general business before we close the meeting? 7.0, and the meeting is closed at 5:47. Obviously, the time of the date of the next meeting will be advised. Thank everybody for all your attendance, and thank you, John, for attendance. That's it.
Good job.
I totally agree. It's quick. I'll be cool.
You should be holding that, Steve.
Yeah.
Send it all out.
I won't say what I think, it's done, so.